Alright guys, so we're back at it. I think you guys might enjoy this video a little bit more. We're finally back on a derby car. I know it's been a while since we've been working on a derby car. I'm using the new setup, the new camera. Hopefully it works out. Seems to have a better picture, better audio. Kind of cuts the background noise. You can't hear that stupid AC fan over there too much anymore. You can still hear it, but I can't really turn the AC off inside. Wife would kill me, so I just have to live with it. But like I said, we're back on a derby car. Like I said, I put a challenge out for you guys. See what you thought the new derby car was gonna be. A couple of you guessed, but I kind of dropped a hint a couple videos back. We were doing the U-joints on my truck and the oil change. Some of you might have to go back and look at it. When I was headed to get some parts, I saw a car on the road, and it was a Chevy Lumina. It was a little bit newer than this one. I've ran one before, but I said that's a pretty good derby car. Well, this is why I said that. This one, Chevy Lumina. It's a 93. The reason I got it so cheap, I didn't get this one from the junkyard. We actually bought this one, paid $300 for it because it got T-boned right here, or sideswiped or something. A big old dent in the side of it. Trunk won't stay shut. Look down the side of that back wheel is pointed like that. The back control arm on it's bent, so I may have to do some work to that to get it to drive straight. But yeah, other than that, it's a little bit older than the one I ran in the figure 8. The one that I ran in the figure 8 was a 98. Yeah, the one that I ran in the figure 8 was a 98 Chevy Lumina. This one's a 93, like I said. It's an ugly freaking car. That's why I don't like these 90s cars. They're just ugly. This thing deserves to be derbied. No, it's a good car. It runs good. It's been sitting in my backyard for a year and a half, as you can see. And my wife just had to have a Husky. I don't care because it's a derby car, but he kind of turned it into his doghouse and tore the seats out of it. The only seat we need is that one. I might have to steal one out of one of the other cars and kind of bolt it in, make it work, because that one's kind of tore up and it wouldn't be very comfortable, even just for a derby. But for the most part, I drove it home from the place that I bought it, and yeah, I drove it home and ran fine. AC blew cold, radio worked, everything was working in it. It was a pretty good car, just has that body damage in the back from whatever accident it got in. So, but yeah, we threw a battery in it. It's not the right battery, but I didn't even hook them battery cables up. I just shoved them in there and got them wedged in there to where they would contact, and it fired right up. First turn of the key, it didn't even turn over, it just fired right immediately. It's got the flat top 3.1 in it, So like I said, it's a little bit different than the one we've ran, so it's got a little bit of a learning curve to it. But overall, I think it is pretty much the same frame rail situation. We'll have to rip all this stuff out. So basically that's going to be this video, is starting to tear into this car, getting some of the easy stuff to rip out of it. We'll start ripping seats. I like to start at the trunk of the car. That's always the easiest, because usually it's just the carpet, and usually I just start there, start pulling tail lights, and then I just work my way forward. You don't have to do it like that. That's just the way I like to do it. I like back to front, because the front of the car has a lot more intricate stuff and it's harder to take apart. So I just start at the trunk because it's easy. Yeah, so sorry, my screen turned off. So yeah, but yeah, that's the noisy thing. Sorry. I'll try to not talk next to it, but yeah, I'll kind of set up the camera and we'll start tearing into this trunk, and then we'll just kind of work our way forward and try to see how much we can get tore out of this thing. Alright guys, so I like to unbolt a lot of stuff, but some stuff you can't get to the bolts. So that's where a hammer comes in. But okay, got our trash can. Need one of them forward. It's kind of weird. Got a ripping carpet out. Oh hey, look at that. Still got the original donut spare in the back of it. Even though I already got two of them in the backyard, sometimes I like to run. Sometimes I like to run donuts on the back of these cars. They roll just a little bit better. Some people use forklift tires because they're solid, but I don't know where to get forklift tires. Very bungee cord. I think that was holding this shut somehow. I guess pull that light out. I was getting ready. Because usually what I do is I'll cut the wires off the lights. But I realized even though the lights aren't on, I should probably come up here and disconnect this battery before I go cutting wires. I mean, worst case, it'll just blow some fuses that I don't need, but probably better to just take it out, right? So, and where I didn't tighten it down, I can just yank it out. But yeah, I just bought this same one that goes in my truck. I just bought a second one because they were on sale, and that's my Derby battery. So got a dedicated battery just for derbying. put it back on the shelf. Okay, now we can cut some wires. Oh, what is up with this mess? Why is there always a mess? Maybe because I don't put anything away. That's probably it. Got him. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay guys, we got most of the trunk taken apart. Got most of the trunk taken apart. I'm going to try to get this Lumina badge off of there without breaking. See what happens. Got it. One piece. Yeah, I just sprayed some brake parts cleaner on there and just a putty knife. Came right off. I don't know if the brake clean did anything or if it was mostly the putty knife, but got it. Okay. Oh, trunk shuts now. Hey, did you guys know it was hot in southern Utah right now? It's 115, I think. I don't know. I don't know what it is right now. Let's see. $109 right now. It's pretty hot, but we got it. This little guy's been out here helping me again. He's always in there. He's always ready to get his hands dirty. But we got the bumper off. I had to cut it right here because I couldn't get to the bolts. For this side being smashed, it was just too tight to get in there. So I cut it with the grinder. It didn't work the best, but that's what I had right close by. This weird thing on the back here, this is plastic. It has rivets in here that I might drill out. I don't know if I'm going to leave the back bumper because this part is metal, but this part is plastic. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this metal piece. The Skylark, I took it completely off. And I think the last Lumina I left it on. I can't remember. But yeah, we got it all gutted out. Disconnected them spring bars up there. They're crossed right there. They hold the trunk up. That's what was holding it up because it wouldn't latch. Because the whole latch mechanism was busted out of it. I didn't notice till I was taking everything out. There's no latch mechanism up there. And then I took the tumbler out. But I just took that tumbler out and got it to sit flat. At least it's not sticking up anymore. But yeah, so I might have to take a break. I'm overheating. Camera just turned off because it was overheating. So might have to take a break. Let the camera, let everybody cool down a little bit. Like I said, it's freaking hot even in the shade. But yeah, we'll go take a break. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, cooled off a little bit. Got the camera cooled down, charged up a little bit. Didn't take very long to cool it down. But like I was saying, we got the trunk. I guess that door's locked. We got the trunk all done. Just disconnected it so it'll shut all the way. This door's just stuck. Got it. Yeah, the dog made a mess of this freaking car. Well, he disconnected the bottom of the seat for us. I'll probably bring that smaller trash can over here, get some of the foam out of here, and start getting this stuff pulled out of here, get the seats pulled out. We'll just kind of start at the back and work our way forward, pull all these plastic trims, door panels, all that type of stuff out, and then we'll go from there. I'll see if I can get you guys a good mount somewhere. Alright guys, we're getting there. Yeah, so we got the back seat out, got the speakers out. Back window is going to be kind of hard because they like to break. You can't really cut them out without them breaking. I'm sure some glass guy has a specialty thing to get it out of there. I bought all the glass cutter or the windshield removal tools and all that type of stuff, and I still end up breaking them. Yeah, I think we'll move on to this door panel, and then we'll move to the other side and get that back door panel off, finish getting a little bit of trim that I got off the top, and then we'll go from there. Still hot, just so you know. Hopefully I'm keeping the camera cooled off. Like I said, it got really hot and shut off, and really don't want to break this new camera, so we'll just kind of keep plugging away at it, see what we can get done. I don't know if we'll get the whole car done. Like I said, the further you go forward, the harder it gets. Dash and front end and engine compartment and all that stuff, it just gets harder and more stuff. So we'll just kind of keep plugging away at it, see how far we get, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, this heat's kicking my butt, but we got it. Got the door panel, got all the windows, door seals. Yes, there's still one right there. Gotta get a Phillips screwdriver on it. Yeah, so we just gotta get this other door panel off, and then I don't know, that might be, yeah. This heat's kicking my butt. I know, you take this clip out, but it's a lot easier when you break the door handle off. Now you derby car. You can do it a little bit different if you're running a derby car. You don't need all that stuff. Just yank it out of there. But yeah, in the time lapse I showed you guys this. It's an ashtray. In the back. Hey guys, so basically this video was supposed to go up last week, but I had a video of my truck, so I kind of had to use that one. We were supposed to be back on a derby car, but I had some trouble with the audio on a couple of the videos and I didn't really know how to fix it. There was a bunch of videos where I was talking and I guess the plug on the microphone got unplugged and I didn't notice it till I started editing the video and realized that there's no audio on the last half of the videos. So basically we've got it stripped out to the front seats. We've got the back door panels out, everything. I time-lapsed the trunk, time-lapsed the door, and then I did another video of the other door, but I was talking the entire time, but there's no audio to it. So I probably won't even include that just because it's the same thing that the time-lapse has already showed. Yeah, have a good one, and we will see you on the next one.